every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I didn't.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down, Jones, and his first look is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Jones. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Jones. He'll get this to Ward. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Very quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pick.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, that's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. On first down, it's Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now Jones. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's That's complete to Ward. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Second and goal from the 1. Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Haskins will throw. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now this one is tight end out on the right side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On second down, it's Henry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He was brought down by
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Haskins. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete.
Haskins.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It's a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone rather than the down and distance count.
They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A toss left, Henry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big run there by Jones. 51 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete.
Jonnu Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the ball comes loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit depleting. Exactly why they lost opportunity.
And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Jones on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sacked.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs. Finally, we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Agnew now to return. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins is going to fire one deep. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards.
Chicago.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, Henry. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Harrison.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 29, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Rifles one incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And it's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. On first down, it's Haskins. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
It's a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's into the hands of Edwards. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jones. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's Ward, complete right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The kick by Bass is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they contained him very well. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Incomplete as the clock will stop at 14 seconds remaining.
Sets up 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel some.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Let's go!
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Anthony Miller.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw, Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Aaron Jones.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. Stopped out one behind the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, completes this to Ward. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The open man is Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. They set up the screen for Henry. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That is man, it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jonnu Smith with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of unlucky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Henderson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. And he took this across midfield and inside the 45. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
A good pickup there at 22. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And had to decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5. Yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Here's Henderson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Haskins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And the Bears 1st down.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Airing it out deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Jonnu Smith, 53 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Now it's Haskins. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not really... Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off the great tackle. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
At the 3-yard
They'll
line.
go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Haskins to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Antonio Gandy-Golden. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
He is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And 6.
Jones to throw on third down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on third down, Haskins. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
6 yards.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First down, Chicago.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Jones. He'll get this to Ward. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
4 yards.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Not much there, only a yard. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in the these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Chicago.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Field, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Haskins going to try to throw it. Going deep this time for Miller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Haskins will throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Haskins going to throw again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take a ball. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bears 50, Lions 31.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throw left side complete. That's Carroll. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
Haskins pass. Intercepted.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this... And now here's another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want?"
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, we went right on. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. 40 grams like the gold race. Ready to be that you better be running. I'm in my goal yard. When I'm walking, I know y'all ain't telling me nothing. I'm the man. Y'all in the night. I get the stop it, quiet. If it's smooth, I didn't got it. See my jewels, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece, body. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.